Yes, got it the idea? I hope you people will refer these points in your future for controlling activity in the organization. So let us proceed with another point. Shall we proceed? Okay. So if there is no problem or any doubt in this earlier bit, so let me proceed with controlling techniques. Friends, controlling techniques are so many in the organization. So just I have given the guideline in the first bit in previous bit, like process of controlling means what, right? But actually there should be a technique. Process and techniques are different. Okay. So I hope you got the process. Now I want to tell the controlling techniques. You understand? Every if you want to control something, if you do any activity, people should use technique, right? Without that, you will not get appropriate result, expected result, desired result, right? So in the organization, number of techniques are used to control the activities. So many, everybody use his own technique, right? So suitable technique specially. So without that, you cannot control the various activity in the organization. So manager use them according to their need and suitability. So manager think like which is better for me, which is suitable for me, which I need, which I can use effectively, and they decide like yes, so and so technique is appropriate for me. Then they use combination of techniques. One technique is not foolproof or complete, you can say. So for effective controlling of the activities, manager use the combination of two techniques. So it is allowed. Okay, but you should be expert in that. You should know that particular technique and you should use it effectively, right? And a combination of uh, this technique is also allowed. A manager should know these techniques and in which situation it should be applied. In which situation it should be applied. This is a common sense, right? So as you are using technique already established technique, so you should know which situation which technique is suitable. If it is not suitable, then you should not use it. And let us see how many techniques are there. So as a manager, it's your responsibility get well aware about the all techniques, traditional techniques and modern techniques, and then you decide like which is suitable for me. So first technique is there, like direct supervision and personal observation. Then next one is especially in traditional budgetary control, financial statement, break even analysis. So like that, traditional techniques are there, as well as in modern techniques you can say like management information system, management audit, control by return on investment technique, self control, network technique, right? This CPM and PERT. I hope you know. So these are the network techniques in controlling. So let us discuss these techniques one by one, and possibly we'll complete this first type, that is a traditional techniques. Friends, in traditional technique, you can say first technique is their direct supervision and personal observation. So this is one of the most traditional method, right? So most traditional. So supervisor generally do this activity. They direct supervise people, they personally observe the people, and they try to control. So this is a very older method, you can say, most traditional method. So yeah, this particular method helps manager to collect the first hand information. First hand information means before taking any of the action at the first level, just by observing, just by looking at the people, just by supervising the people, you will get the first hand information. Means a primary information you will get just by observing the people. So such a technique of direct supervision and personal observation also creates a psychological pressure on the employees. They feel like, yes, somebody is observing me, right? So they have fear or they have psychological pressure. Yes, supervisor is coming. So you can say like बऱ्याच वेळा असं होतं supervisor like आलं की कामाला लागतात लोक नाही का. So this is a psychological pressure. They think like boss is coming. So that kind of psychological pressure, because they know, yes, that person is came means he is going to observe me, he is going to supervise me, he will check my work, what I have done, and positive pressure maybe in the organization will be there, and that you can say like psychological pressure, and they will think like I have to perform well, and they are aware like somebody is being observed personally on their job. So they think like I should perform well. That positive psychological pressure will be there. And if nobody is observing, then people will say, "Kon bagnar hai?" Right? So this is a. आता for example, you may think like, "Kon bagnar hai अपन lecture ऐकतोय का नाही?" Because I am not able to supervise you people personally, or I am not able to observe you personally. And there is no positive pressure in class. You can say like positive pressure will be there. You may think like, yes, sir is looking towards me, he may ask doubt to me, but here people are very comfortable, right? Even they are not taking attention to say raise hand or say something or ask doubt or respond to sir, right? There is no psychological pressure nowadays, right? So this is the problem, and output will be very less in that case. In industry also this is happening. वर्करला वाटलं की कोण येणारच नाही माझ्या डिपार्टमेंटला, that person will feel nobody is going to come. How that person will have pressure, psychological pressure, or how that person will perform well, not guaranteed, right? Guarantee will be very less. Yes, that person, if he is self motivated, then definitely that person will perform and he will complete his work. So such few people are there, they don't need controlling, they don't need monitoring, right? So such examples you can say these are very rare, but in industry this is one of the very effective method where there is a positive pressure, people perform well as they are having positive pressure, psychological pressure. But friend, there is a limitation. It is very time consuming. If there is a big shop floor, one supervisor cannot walk continuously like who is doing or who is not doing. He cannot stand continuously in front of workers, or he cannot observe the whole plant in one look. Nowadays there are CCTVs, so now it is possible. So this is a third eye, you can say, and people are using CCTVs like who is doing not who is doing work, who is not doing work, right? In a shop floor, especially cloth shops, you can say owner is sitting at down stair and he's saying all floors, let it be 7 8 floors, what is happening, what that marketing person or this salesman is doing, so they can observe. So nowadays it is possible, but if you go personally, if you want to observe that personally person in front of him, so it is possible. But CCTV is also doing that role, and due to CCTV this activity become very easy. So everybody will have psychological pressure. He may think like CCTV is there, somebody is observing me, right? So this is the thing, right? Sometimes it is very time consuming, but now this problem is solved due to such a technology. And most of the places you can see CCTVs are there to such a direct supervision. So even though it is a traditional method, but people replaced with a certain modern aspect in the organization. And basically this is not suitable for all kinds of job. It is not suitable. Suppose one programmer is there or one designer is there, he's just sitting on one computer. Even though you will visit his place, you cannot understand what he is doing. He will just change the tab. So like you people are having experience to sit in laboratory, right, doing some modeling part on CATIA, but another tab is there with you are doing something extra, your personal work, right? Whenever there is a sir, then just changing the tab and starting the work. So this kind of smartness is there, अशा केसमध्ये पर्सनल ऑब्झर्वेशन पीपल विल फील लाईक येस ही इज डुईंग, बट व्हॉट इज डुईंग इन कम्प्युटर दॅट पर्सन डोंट नो, सुपरवायझर, राईट? If somebody is doing programming, yes, he started typing, but whether he is doing continuously, he is or focusing something, or he is wasting time on mobile. Nowadays it is not possible in industries to use mobile while doing job at most of the places, but still such examples I have given where it is not suitable for most of the people. सगळ्या जॉब साठी पॉसिबल नाहीये, राईट? सो दिस इज द लिमिटेशन ऑफ दिस काइंड ऑफ द टेक्निक. Next technique is their budgetary control technique. So it is one of the most effective control technique where managerial control people are doing through budget. So especially budget is a force of manager to plan future operation of his unit in tangible terms. What is a budget? Budget is here you can say like it is a planning, especially in terms of various financial terms. Generally we use the for budget always we have in our mind like budget means something financial. Friends, beyond that also budget is there, like machine hour use budget, man hours budget, products budget, right? So which are possible to measure in terms, that also can be a budget. Don't think like sir financial thing means budget. Generally we have that or you can say mindset like budget, somebody is doing budget means it is financial. In industry you have to budget the machines, machine hours, man hours, production, so it can consider under the budget. So friends, budget is a force of manager to plan future operation. Budget is specifically force, you can say, where manager plan future operation of his unit in a tangible terms, right? Then budgeting gives a sense of clarity, direction, purpose in the activities concerned. What budgeting gives you? Sense of clarity. If you have budget in front of you, our country's budget, right? Why it should be there, our state's budget, they will have sense of clarity, like where we have to spend money in this particular financial year, what project we should complete. एक फायनान्स मोठं एक्झाम्पल देतोय. सो सेंट्रल गव्हर्नमेंट इज प्लॅनिंग सर्टन बजेट or state government, you may have observed recent budgets also. So why they are doing? They will get clarity where we should give money, for which project we should give money. They cannot give money everywhere, so they have certain limitation, right? Financial limitation is there depending on how much they earn or through GST and all these. Then direction, they will get direction, they will get clarity, they will get the direction, then they will have purpose, like for or what is the purpose to spend money on it. If you spend money on metro, then what will be the benefits to society, what will be the income to us, right? So that kind of things budget gives generally. So George R has described budget as an estimate of future needs. What is the budget? Actually, another definition of budget: an estimate for future needs arranged according to orderly basis, covering some of or all the activities of an enterprise for the definite period of the time. So in budget, this George is telling like it is an estimation of future needs. Budget is for only future needs. Don't think only financial. As you are the industrial manager, you have to consider future needs, not only financial. In the time also, like machine man hour, then you can say machine hour, that you have to consider in the budget. So according to George, and there should be the time span for budget. There is always time span. Budget is not a vague. Budget is very having specific period of time, maybe 1 year, 1 month. So in industry you have to plan, suppose you have to budget for to produce 1000 products, So this is your budget, 1000 product within 1 month. So that may also comes under the budget. Then budgetary control as a process of finding out what is being done and comparing actual results with the corresponding budget data in order to approve the accomplishment. Friends, budgetary control, how they control? Just they prepare the budget. Let it be financial, let it be machine hour, let it be man hour, products, whatever numerical data you can count. So you have to budget that, and you have to compare whether we have budgeted this, whether it is achieved within that time span. 1000 product, only 900 are produced. What is the deviation? 100. So such a kind of control is called as a budgetary control, right? So budgetary control is a policy which companies continuously compare with the actual performance. So they prepare policy in a budgetary control, like you have made budget and you have told like, yes, this much is the budget, 1000, 2000, whatever it may be. Not only financial term, only in financially it is also there. So they continuously compare whether it is happening according to budget, whether it is happening according to budget. We have budgeted suppose 1000 for coolant, whether people are using it, kuni वापरला का है, so that in next budget it will not be there if it is not required unnecessarily. So your liquidity will increase in that case. Getting? So this is the budgetary control. So budgetary control means planning and doing the budget of a various activity, including finance, machine hour, man hour, products, whatever which you can count in the organization, making budget of it, always comparing it continuously and finding the deviation. And if anything, any deviation is there, then taking corrective action. So this is called as a budgetary control. So definitely still there are so many types of budgetary control, control techniques. This is one of the control technique which is a very effective, which is represented on paper. Getting? So today maybe last lecture is there at 3:30. We'll see remaining control techniques, including traditional budget control techniques and you can say very advanced or modern techniques that we are going to discuss. So one content behind, and we'll discuss MCQs, and we'll finish this particular chapter. Yes, anybody want to ask any doubt? Any query? Any doubt? Any addition? Any comment? Any suggestion? All are welcome from your side. Are you getting whatever I am telling? It's very simple, but sometimes points are complicated. I am trying to make it simplified. If still problem is there, you can ask me in between. If no, let us stop here. Thank you.